We are back with another roulette video. This is my professional roulette strategy. I'm on Royalcaribbean Mariner of the Seas, and I primarily gamble on cruise ships. And so I typically bet about $250 to $260 a spin. And I'm gonna show you my professional betting strategy. I play about half the wheel, and then I throw some insurance bets based on neighborhoods of where the ball keeps landing. I increase bets on my numbers that I play based on if they've been hitting a lot, and I increase my bets on those. And I don't have a particular reason why I play the numbers that I do, but I just play enough numbers to give myself a chance to win. But the way I bet is I kind of call it like a pyramid. Some numbers I will bet and they're break even. Some maybe a slight loss. Some are insurance bets. I have others where I win about maybe 20%. Then I have a few where I win about 50% of my, basically 50% of profit. Then I have some numbers where I double my money, triple, or even 5 times my bet. So I'm gonna show you an example. I wish I had the chips, but they won't let me have the chips. They won't let me. So here's the wheel. And the numbers that I play just happen to be not necessarily based on sections of the wheel. However, my best section that I play is from 11 all the way to 22. There's 7 portions of that wheel. That's my best section. I always cover the neighborhoods of the zeros, so I do have 13, 1, 00, and 27. 8 is my biggest number, so I do cover the neighborhood of 8 a little bit, 29, 12, 8, and 19. This is my worst section of all. I have 8 numbers in that section I don't cover.
Over here?
So from 31 all the way to 14, I don't cover that section. I will throw, I do, except for 1, 33. I cover 1 right in the middle. But I do throw insurance bets on there. Like, for example, on the board here, this is kind of crazy. 5 out of 6 spins, the ball landed in the same little 5 sections of the wheel right in here. Between 18 and 16. 5 spins out of 6 landed right there, just kept landing there. Now in that case, I would probably throw a few dollars here and there on insurance bets. But, I don't pay attention to the hot numbers, the cold numbers. I play my numbers. So going around the wheel, I play zeros in the neighborhood next to it. Again, back to the 11 all the way to 22. And then I play 13, 1, 00, 27, 29, 12, 8, and 19. This little section right there, I don't cover, except for 1, right in the middle. So how do I bet? Let me show you. Right now, my typical bet across the board, I do a lot of the splits for convenience, but you have 2 chances at a winning bet repeating. So for example, I will put $13 on 000. I will put $13 on the 1-2 split. Instead of putting like maybe 6 and 6, I put like 13. Just the number I came up with, just to give me a little bit of profit if my average bet. I will press the bet if they keep hitting a lot, like last night. These 2 numbers kept hitting, so I just put $15 on this 1-2 split. Same thing with 000. I'll put like 14 on there, and then I'll put like a couple of dollars near where the ball is, closest to the whatever 0 is. So my average bet typically, let's go. 13 bucks here, 000. 13 bucks, 1-2 split. 5, typically about 8. Like I said, I will increase it if it starts hitting. 8 is my big number. Usually at minimum $38 on the number, up to $43 typically, with 5 on the split, 7, 8, 5 on the 11 split. 7, I usually have about 6 bucks. 11, 6. Those increase as numbers start hitting. 12, I have usually about 9 bucks. 13, minimum of 6. I increase it if it starts hitting. Now, 17 and 20, there's my second biggest numbers. Right now, what I'm doing is I put $50 on the split 17-20, and then $2 each here. Double down on the winning bet. So if 17 hits, I double my bet. So now I'll have 100 on the split, and I put 2 more here, and then I have 2 there. I got a repeater last night. Actually, 20 hit, and then 17 hit. I had $100 on the split. That was max bet. I got paid out max bet 1,700 plus whatever here was $70. So like I said, you double your bet. The winning number comes in, you just add to it. And the repeaters, you have 2 chances at a repeater. Same thing with the 1-2 split. Same thing with the 0-0-0 split. All right, and then I have $9 on 19. 22, I usually have about 7 or 8. 27, I will have 6 minimum, but I go up if it's hitting. 28, 29 split, have 13. 32, I put 14, anywhere from 12 to 14 on the number, because it's right in between 17 and 20. So 32's got to be a big bet. And then there's my 33. I will put maybe $3 or $4.
I'm sorry?
That's not a big bet for me.
Yes, I did, thank you.
Now, I also take a look at where the ball is, and I will throw $1 or $2 on numbers in the neighborhood of where the ball lands. And so that's what happens with my professional betting strategy. The keys are, 1, you got to play enough numbers to give yourself a chance to win. I play about 18, 19 numbers, including some insurance bets. You got to bet like a pyramid. You cannot bet the same amount on every single number because you're kind of limiting what you want to focus on about 5 numbers that pay you a lot. So my big 5 are 32, 20, 17, 8, and I get decent profits on 7, 11, 12, 19. And then I double down on winning bets. And a lot of times last night you would see a 1 hit, the following by 2. So if you double your bet here, you have 2 chances at a quote-unquote repeater. And some people ask me, why do I play the numbers that I play? Are they birthdays? Are they significant? No, I don't know how I started playing those numbers. I guess I always played the zeros because I guess I was afraid of the zeros and I wanted to make sure if they hit, I was always covering it. So I always covered the zeros, and they just pay out just like any other number. And 1 and 2 are neighbors of the zero, so I kind of see, I like to watch the action of the ball. And when I see the ball anywhere near the 0, I usually have a good chance of a payout because I have 1 and 2. And of course I have 28 covered, and I have 13 and 27 covered. So that's a good one. My best neighborhood, as I said, is 11 all the way to 22. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in a row covered. It's nice watching when the ball and is doing like this. I know it's going to land in my neighborhood. So that's pretty good. If the ball lands on 22, for example, I will put a couple of dollars on 34 and maybe 1 or 2 on 15. And if I'm winning, I may even spread it out further and put 1 on 3. 3 was hitting a lot last night. I just betting $2 on 3 every spin just as an insurance bet. So that's my professional, my professional roulette strategy. It's still gambling. You still need luck. You still need timing. And you don't need this. Like I said, 5 out of 6 spins in a terrible neighborhood for me. It'd be nice if those 5 spaces, 5 out of 6 spins were in here. That's when it's really good. Especially some numbers like to go after others. That's another thing. With experience, you learn 17 and 20 like to go back to back. Sometimes, a lot of times you see 20 and then 17. I've had 4 in a row. 20, 17, 20, 17, literally. I've hit many numbers 3 times in a row. I've hit 1 3 in a row. That number, I've hit 5 3 in a row. I've hit 17 3 in a row. I've hit 32 3 in a row. And I hit 29 3 in a row. So it is very possible. Giuseppe!
How are you?
All right.
Good.
So there you go. That is my professional roulette strategy. I hope it works for you. Watch my other video on the $8 bet strategy, which is good for beginners or just kind of piddling around. And thanks for watching.